Hello, thank you for your interest in the TADANO GTC series cranes. Today's video will discuss the features and functions of the GTC 800. To put the steps into place, remove the keeper pins, hold the step into a horizontal position, and install or insert the keeper pin. I recommend putting the pins in from the inside out. Same with the upper step. We'll place the keeper pin from the inside out. And now the steps are set. To lock and unlock the catwalks, twist the silver handle. In the down position, the catwalk is unlocked. To lock the catwalk, turn the handle upward. With the handle in the up position or horizontal, the catwalk is locked. With the center handle unlocked, pull the catwalk to the extended position and then lock the latch. Catwalk secured in place. You can use the door latch. Open the cab door. The cab door will lock when pulled all the way to the rear. To enter the cab, use the handhold and simply have a seat. Across the floor, you will notice 4 pedals. The left outermost pedal will be the swing brake foot pedal, used to control the swing brake. The left side travel pedal in forward and reverse will control the left side track. The right side foot pedal in forward and reverse will control the right side track. The innermost pedal will be the throttle pedal used to control engine speed in normal throttle mode. Sticks on both your left hand and right hand. These joysticks will have multiple functions. Just below the left joystick is an emergency stop switch. In the event of an emergency, the operator may press the switch to shut off the engine or turn off the engine. If we raise the armrest, we will see the mounting position for the fire extinguisher. It is mounted just below the seat. If the emergency stop switch is pressed, to release the switch, you must turn and release. When seated in the operator's cab, the left joystick will control swing function moved side to side. Moving the joystick forward or rear will control the auxiliary winch function. The right joystick will control the boom hoist function side to side. Moving the joystick forward or rearward will control the main winch up and down. The function of each joystick and the corresponding switches mounted on the joystick is explained for the operator on the window decal. The right hand joystick has a mini joystick. This mini joystick is used only in the travel mode. The travel mode is selected on the MD3 display. Turn on the key. The crane is in travel mode. Press the F1 key. The crane is now in standard mode. In standard mode, the right joystick will follow the standard mode decal. Pay special attention. In the standard mode and travel mode, the left joystick will not change function at any time. The left joystick will always remain the same. On the forward console in the GTC crane, for Tier 4 engine controls, a diesel exhaust fluid gauge or AdBlue gauge is mounted, along with a engine regeneration control switch. Engine regeneration indicator lamps are installed as well. In a export machine with a Cummins Tier 3 engine, this panel and these instruments will not be installed. The 3 LED indicator lights for engine control system will be installed on all GTC cranes. The first indicator light is preheater. The second indicator light will light amber to indicate to the operator there is an engine issue. In the event of a major engine problem, the red stoplight will light. When the red stoplight is lit, the engine must be turned off. To the right of the AMLC computer are 2 gauges. The top gauge will display engine RPM or engine speed. The fuel tank level or diesel level will be displayed on the second gauge, just above the key switch. The machine's key switch has 4 positions. To the left, the accessory position, the stop position, the on position, and all the way to the right, the engine start position. The GTC crane is equipped with an onboard operator interface. The operator's interface, or MD3 display, has 4 keys across the bottom, along with a back key and a menu button, arrows to scroll up and down through menus, and a OK key to select a highlighted option. On the MD3, pump pressures are displayed for the operator and mechanic for troubleshooting reasons. Multiple lights may light to indicate to the operator that there is attention needed for the machine. On the left side of the display, the hydraulic tank level is shown, as well as the hydraulic tank temperature. If equipped with the anemometer or wind speed indicator, the wind speed indication will be shown here as well. The F1 key will switch the crane between standard mode and travel mode. To change telescoping mode in GTC 600, 800, and 1200, use the F2 key. The telescope mode may be changed from mode 1 to mode 2 anytime the green unlock is displayed. For swing control, use the F3 key. When the hydraulic tank symbol is displayed, the crane is operating in controlled swing mode. In the controlled swing mode, when the left joystick is released, the crane will come to a complete stop. The brake will then apply. Press the F4, the hydraulic symbol will disappear. At this time, the crane is in free swing mode. In free swing mode, the brake and hydraulic counterbalance for swing control is turned off, and the upper works of the crane will swing freely. In cold environments, pressing F4 will initiate the warm-up valve. The warm-up valve is utilized to preheat the hydraulic oil in the crane. This valve is temperature controlled and may or may not activate based on certain machine parameters. The hour meter is displayed just above the warm-up valve symbol. Above the hour meter is the track position. Notice the L and R for left track and right track. The two white boxes indicate that the tracks are fully extended. GTC cranes are equipped with 3 video cameras to allow the operator to see the blind areas around the machine. To use the monitor, the lowest key, the bottom key, will be the power or on key. Press the power key to change views or change cameras. The V1 and V2 key will be used. Press V1 to change the view. One camera faces the winches to allow the operator to see the cable spooling on and off of the winch. In the second view, the camera points off of the rear of the machine to allow the operator to see behind the machine. The third camera faces to the engine side. This gives the operator a view of the blind area to the right-hand side of the boom. The GTC crane is equipped with a personnel fan. The fan is controlled by the small switch on the mounting column. The fan has 2 speeds, high and low. To the right of the operator's seat, on the upper switch panel, switches control 360-degree rotational lock. This lock is an option for GTC cranes. Second switch, the RCI or rated capacity indicator override switch. Third switch, the anti-2-block override switch. During assembly and disassembly, it may be necessary to press and hold both the RCI and anti-2-block override switches. Third switch is the winch third route override. The fourth switch position is optional for European market or CE badged machines. Next switch is cab tilt, raise and lower. Press the upper portion of the switch to raise the cab tilt. Press the lower portion to return the cab to the normal position. The control knob will control the dimming or backlight of the gauges on the forward operational panel. Next position, the lube pump control switch. If the machine is equipped with the optional automatic lubrication system, the switch will be present. There will be 2 LED indicator lights in the switch. Next in the position is the 3-position switch for crane operation mode. In the lower position, the radio remote control system is active for lower erection or car body erection. This will control car body jacking and track extend, and is used for assembly and disassembly of the tracks. In the lower position, the track extend switches mounted in the operator's cab will not function. Place the switch in the center position for normal operation of the GTC crane. The upper switch position will activate upper erection. This will include counterweight and jib assembly and disassembly operations. When finished, return the switch to the center position. All GTC cranes are equipped with a house lock or quadrant lock. The switch in the lower position will engage the lock. In the upper position, the lock will be disengaged. The heating and air conditioning is controlled through the 2-knob control panel. The left knob will control temperature, colder or hotter. Switch in the center will engage the air conditioning compressor. Switch to the right, or knob to the right, will control the fan speed. The front wiper and washer is controlled by one knob. The top wiper and washer is controlled by the rear knob. In the event the GTC crane is manufactured with other options, or options are installed after manufacturing, switches will be found in place with the appropriate decal. On the left control console, below the armrest, is the throttle mode switch and hand throttle potentiometer. The throttle mode switch has 2 positions. Standard throttle, where the foot pedal is active and can be used to control engine speed, along with the hand throttle. select the auto position, the foot pedal is no longer used, only the hand throttle. The hand throttle can be set in 2 modes. When left at 0, the engine speed will be controlled according to function movement. Set a desired throttle speed or engine RPM speed when all functions are returned to neutral. The engine will return to idle. This is known as auto idle. As soon as a function is moved from the neutral position, the engine will return to and remain at the same speed. Crane is equipped with a dome light. The dome light is controlled with the switch on the side. Press the switch once to turn the light on. Press the switch again to turn the light off. Track extend during normal operation is controlled by the horizontally mounted switches on the upper left switch panel. Just below the track extend switches is the secondary RCI and anti-2-block override. These switches work in parallel with the same switches on the upper right control panel. Press and hold the switch to override the RCI and anti-2-block during assembly and disassembly of the crane, or in the event of an emergency to recover. The 3 externally mounted remote controlled work lights are controlled from the cab. The rearmost control panel will control the rear light that faces the back of the crane. The front engine side light is controlled with the center remote. The front light mounted on the front of the cab is controlled with the forward remote. To activate the light, flip the switch. The red LED indicator light will illuminate. The light then may be controlled left and right, up and down. To the back of the cab, an optional hook is mounted for hanging the hard hat. Behind the operator's seat is located the windshield washer bottle. Unscrew the cap to fill the reservoir. A first aid kit, ventilation, circuit breaker and relay panels. Just below is a 12-volt plug to allow charging of the telephone or other devices. The programming connector used for service only. To open the rear operator cab's window, lift the latches and push the window outward. Lift the latches again to close the window. To the right of the operator's seat, on the right armrest, is located a rocker switch. This is the function disable rocker switch. When flipped, the crane functions will turn off. This will allow the operator to be seated in the cab without the danger of accidental operation. Just below the video screen is the GTC crane AMLC system. The AMLC system is a load moment management system. To use the AMLC, there are 13 keys or push buttons located across the bottom. Each has an individual function. Across the top, there are 2 keys or push buttons. Number 14 will silence an alarm for a short period of time. Number 15 will activate the tear function and make the load 0. Pressing the 0 key will allow the operator information for alarm cancel, screen brightness adjustment, and HelloNet telematics. The number 1 key, F1, F2, F3, and F4 will be used at different points during the menus in the AMLC. Number 10, or X, is used to back out or return in the AMLC. Key number 11, or page key, will scroll between different views at different points in the AMLC. From the main working screen, press key 11 to display the slope angle, slewing angle, or slewing angle and hook height, tip height. Maximum load or rated load is displayed in the lower box. The actual load or load on the hook is displayed in the upper box. The number of parts of line is displayed at the top left corner of the screen. To configure the AMLC, use keys number 6 for counterweight. Use F3 and F4 to change the value of counterweight. To confirm this change, press key 12, the return key. For parts of line, use key number 7, the hook block key. To select hook number 1 for the main winch or front winch, to select hook number 2 or the auxiliary winch, the rear winch, press F2. Notice hook 2. I can change the parts of line by using F3 or F4. In GTC 800, there is a heavy lift jib. The heavy lift jib can be reeved to 4 parts of line. Select the parts of line that will be used with the lifting apparatus. Once selected, press the return key to confirm. Again, for hook 1, select the number of parts of line and press the return key. To change the boom lifting mode, press the 8 key, boom mode key. Again, use F3 and F4 to select the lifting mode. The lifting modes are clearly described in the operator's manual. One important feature to remember in the TADANO GTC crane is the work platform. The work platform mode may be selected on main boom plus jib, main boom plus jib with offset, to return to the main boom, scroll and press the return key. For working limitations such as tip height, maximum boom angle, minimum boom angle, slewing angle to the left, slewing angle to the right, and maximum radius, use key 5. Use F3 and F4 to scroll through and set any working limits that may be needed. Pressing return will confirm the working limit. If a working limit is set, the LED lights at the top upper portion of the AMLC will be lit. To remove the working limits, press the F5 key and use F1. This will remove all preset working limits. GTC series cranes use electronic track position monitoring to aid the operator in safe operation. In the event the track position monitoring system has a fault, there is a track position override or manual operation capability. To place the GTC crane in track position manual operation, use the rocker switch mounted just below the AMLC. Press the switch. Note the AMLC will return to car body jack chart and the track override emblem will be flashing. At this point, press the F2 key to manually select the track position. When the right track is flashing, press the F4 key. With the track colored dark color, the track position is retracted. Press F4 again. The first positioning box is colored gray. The second box is left empty. This indicates track mid-extend. Press F4 once more both track position boxes will be colored gray. This indicates the track is fully extended. With the right track fully extended, press the F1 or F2 key. The left track will blink. Press the F3 or F4 key to register the track position. Press F1 or F2 again, and then press return. Now, the track position is registered at full extend. Any track position may be registered in this mode. Use caution to ensure the track position registered in the manual operation mode matches the actual track position.
Well, that does it for GTC 800 and 900 today. Thank you again for your interest in the GTC series cranes. We hope you find this video informative and helpful.